Hi guys, my name is Olivia and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I would just like to say hello. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I am new to YouTube, so this is going to be an introduction video and to who I am, what you can expect out of my future content, and just to hopefully give you an idea of what to expect and give you a reason to subscribe and follow along on my journey. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. All right, so as I said earlier, my name is Olivia, and this is just gonna be like a get to know me video. So grab your coffee, your tea, whatever it is that you like to sip on, and let's get to chatting just cause it's gonna be kind of a laid back vibe. I just wanna let you know who I am and what you can expect from me. Simple fact about me is that I like coffee. I will be making content and posts about coffee because it's something that I just thoroughly enjoy and that makes me happy and that helps my overall day go so much better. Just having something with flavor to sip on. So you can check out in my shorts videos, and I may make a longer video about it down the road, but definitely in my shorts I already have some videos about the coffee, how I make it, or maybe just an ASMR video of me making it, so be sure to check that out. This coffee recipe was actually shared to me by my sister, so shout out to my sister. And it saved me some money with like Starbucks and stuff because I used to go every single day, and now I hardly like going to Starbucks at all. So when I find ways like that to save money and to make my life a little bit better, a little less expensive, I like to just share that. So that's kind of some of the things you can expect from me is if when I learn something, especially if it's going to be beneficial, I'm going to share that with you because I want to help improve your life and make it better too. And to dive a little bit deeper into who I am, I have been married for going on 5 years, which seems crazy because I still feel like I just graduated or like I'm still a teenager, you know? So I've been married for about 5 years to my wonderful husband. Shout out to Preston Gooch. He also has a YouTube channel if you want to check that out. His channel is really focused around like business and entrepreneurial, and just like being growth motivated. As you can see, I'm not exactly the business woman, but if you find things like business and those things like captivating, he has such an amazing brain and like mind, and he knows so many things and he wants to share it with you, so go check him out. But in that, let's just do backstory time. When we first got married, and I love that he is, you know, so growth driven and like he wants to get after it and he wants to make a change in this world, and I absolutely love that about him. But I kind of came into the relationship with the idea that that meant I had to be a businesswoman myself, and that I needed to be on the same page as him. But I will say I do need to be on the same page as him, but in my brain that meant like I need to work just as hard as he does. I need to, you know, be an entrepreneur myself. Like I've got to grow, I've got to do this. I've got to be a career woman. And I spent like 4 years of our marriage doing that. We started a cleaning company together. It was my husband's idea, and I was like, yeah, I'll help you. And then about a year into it, I believe we transitioned, and I ended up doing most of the business ownership and everything that comes with that. So that was really exciting, but really nerve-wracking. I'd never run a business before. And so like I do have some business knowledge tips because if I can run a business, anyone can run a business. But I don't want that to be my main focus on this channel. My main focus is going to be like who I am now. So like that's kind of why this story is important though. So for 4 years I spent like my time growing and trying to like grow a business and investing into like leadership classes and all these different things. And me and my husband were like constantly butting heads a lot, and like it was kind of like two leaders in one household, and it just was not working. I mean, we got along, of course, but we just ended up growing in separate directions because instead of like growing together, he was going this direction because that was, you know, his wants, goals, dreams, desires, and I was going this direction. And we really did grow apart in some sense until like one day we just found ourselves like, oh my gosh, we need to save our marriage, right? And I realized like we had to have some hard conversations And I was just like, hey, I've been pushing, trying to grow this business because I want to impress you. But I realize now that's not who I am. Like, yes, I can do it. Yes, that's awesome that I can do it. But that's not who I am at my core. And it's really turned me into someone that I don't recognize. And when we had those conversations, like, it was uncomfortable, it was awkward, and it was a little hard for me at first because my pride was like, no, don't admit that you can't do it. But my heart was like, you need to admit this, you need to save your marriage. Like, you guys need to get on the same page. And so through those hard conversations, we kind of came to an agreement. And I was like, I'll still work because I think that it's great to have a second income. Like, I want to help support the family and do what I can, especially because we don't have kids yet. And I was like, while I'm still free and have all this other time, like, yes, I'll still do the cleaning. And I had grown it to a place now where I only had to work a few hours and I made pretty good money. And so it wasn't a hassle. But all the stress that I was putting on myself, like trying to grow, have multiple employees and all these different things, I was like, I'm gonna kind of slow things down on that end. So that's what we did. And I started being home more often, and I loved it. I really did. And I started finding all these things that I was more interested in, and how to become a homemaker. And we started thinking about starting a family. And so that's been really exciting to watch other videos about. And I've learned how to cook and how to bake and just different things. We started hosting families. And I'm like, wow, there is a lot that goes into being a stay-at-home wife. And I'm getting a little emotional thinking about it. So this is I need you to understand this is something I'm really passionate about. But I realized wow, there's so many things that a stay-at-home wife or a wife in general just has to offer outside of just the career aspect. And I might have to come back to finish this video because I feel so emotional, guys. Okay. And my heart is wanting me to share this with a younger me, or maybe someone that's older than me. But I don't know how long you've been married or how long you've been in your relationship, but I don't want you to constantly I want to be there for you and be the person to help you that I wished I had and that I wished I had knew sooner. Someone to show me hey, you don't have to be that career woman. Hey, you don't have to pretend to be someone else in order to bring value to your relationships. You don't have to be someone else in order to, find a fulfillment in your marriage. Your marriage needs you to be who you are, and you need you to be who you are. Because when you're trying to live in this imposter stage and be someone that you're not, your marriage is gonna suffer, you're gonna suffer. It hurts so many aspects of your life. And sometimes I know it's so simple and we should just be you, and maybe you've already found that path and you're I am living my life, Olivia. I don't, I'm not trying to pretend to be someone, and that's awesome, and I'm so proud of you. But if you are like me and you found yourself pretending to be someone you're not, or trying to be a career woman when you just feel oh, that's a heavy weight, and you want to be a homemaker, I'm here to encourage you to have those hard conversations, talk to your spouse. You can be on the same page and you guys can work together on the same goal, and you don't have to be miserable doing it. I don't want you to be miserable, and I don't want you to be someone that you're not. It's been on my heart since I learned those things to get on here and share them with you. I want to give you tips for how to stay on the same page as your spouse. I want to give you tips for how to see and understand your value as the homemaker in the family, how to set the tone in your home, just some helpful tips like that, because I feel it's not something that's pushed in society these days. Now it's more popular will say, or like they push you to be that career woman in society because like you don't need a man and you don't need to do this. But like I'm here to tell you it's okay if you need a man. I need my husband. Like my life is so much better with my husband. So I'm here to encourage just kind of like maybe it's against society norms and maybe it ruffles feathers, but like it's okay to be a stay-at-home wife. It's okay to be a homemaker and to need your husband. Like it's okay because I feel like it was designed to be this way. And I'm here to help you navigate that in a world that's pushing you to be like Miss Independent. And then also some like less heavy topics. I'm also gonna be making some like shorts about coffee, maybe some hair tips, because I am learning to heal my hair. Oh, it got so damaged and like was thinning and falling out. And I have been on this journey to like heal and repair my hair. And I want to take you along with that, and I want to share all the tips and things that I have learned along that journey as well, so that way you can skip the hard part and just get right to what works. And I'm also just going to be providing like some basic vlogs and stuff, especially because we have some trips coming up, which I'm excited to share with you and just kind of show you like what we do. Maybe that's something you're interested in. It's just watching kind of like a lifestyle vlog. And showing you how we navigate, because we are planning to grow and we want to be successful as a couple. And I feel like there's so many things and like challenges that we go through, and I'm like, man, this could really help someone like not have to have such a long learning curve. And I am all about it because, man, the learning curves can hurt, but that's why we have YouTube University. And also in like the lifestyle aspect of that, as we're growing and expanding our family, I want to keep you guys posted on that, because it has already been quite a journey so far. And like I found myself loving watching YouTube videos about like trying to conceive and like seeing people's, the way they parent or the way that they go about things. It's so cool to like peek into different people's lives. And I guess, that's the fun part about YouTube, is you get to live like a whole other life through someone else's eyes without actually having to commit to that whole life change. So I want to just kind of keep y'all posted as we grow and as we expand, and share any information that I have that is valuable with you. So yeah, lifestyle, family vlogs, that is kind of like one of the main things that you can expect to see in this like long form content. And then in the shorts, it might be kind of a variety. I also want to make some videos too about like, we like to have guests over quite a bit. So you can expect in the shorts like, get ready with me to host a family, or like how to make hosting easy. Because I know when we first started hosting couples into our home, like it would be overwhelming and kind of stressful, like trying to cook, trying to make sure the house is clean, trying to make sure everything was ready and that it was going to be a great time and a good experience for our guests. And I want to help you overcome that curve and like give you some tips on what I do now to make that such an easy like day and not an overwhelming day. So that's some things you can expect to see. And really it's just kind of going to be like me bringing you along on our journey. And I think it's going to be such an exciting time. I really hope that you will like and subscribe and that you'll follow along on our journey. We are going to have so many awesome things coming up. We've got some trips planned. We're going to be going back to the mountains in about a month for our anniversary, and then we've got a New York trip planned, and I am so excited about that. Gonna share all the amazing food and all the different fun things that we do on that journey. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. If you have stayed until this point, I just wanna say thank you for your time, because I know that it is valuable. I hope that you got some insight into who I am and what kind of content you can expect to come from my YouTube channel. And if you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And I would love if you gave this video a like and also subscribe to my channel. I would really and greatly appreciate it. And as always, be true and be you, and I'll see you on the next one.